The Australian V8U Racing Series from Hidden Valley. It's round 3 of their championship, and we're set to go with Jeremy Gray and Jared McLeod alongside each other on that front row. But there are some big names at the back. There's also a green flag, and when that waves, the signal will be given to light up the red lights for the final time this weekend in Darwin. The final race on the schedule here in Darwin. Let's hope it's a beauty. McLeod with a great jump once again, and
Marjorum's coming with him. Gray's got to get across here and defend. Yeah, he does.
Marjorum's not going to have any room here because he's got Cedars to his outside. He'll try and invent some space down low. Riding on board with Craig Dontis as he downshifts on approach towards turn 1. You can hear the tyres.
Runs well behaved. We're getting through there.
So Marjorum held on to 3rd. Cedars slots back in behind him in 4th. And once again, it's McLeod who takes the race lead. Big time.
Look down the inside.
So Ryle managed to steal one away from Cedars, and everyone under brakes avoiding each other at turn 5. So something happened there through the flip-flop, and Cedars went back a spot to Harris. That's telling. Here's Walton, defending series champ, around the outside. This is where it all kicked off in race 2.
He's just got a tap. He's just got to, it's opportunistic. You get out there and leave the door open and everyone just gives you one.
Lesson learned for Andrew Fisher there. Jared McLeod.
Grace looking racy, going with him.
Further back, this is where we saw Nathan Pretty come unstuck. Tell you what, it looks like everything's in slow motion right now. They're just taking it a little bit easy on. No, it's Dontis after the success in race 2.
So that aggression finally caught up with him.
It's a good way of putting it, actually. Oh, and Marjorum's been spun around as well at the exit of 14. Second of the points, facing the wrong way, and very lucky that nobody's hit him. Now, what caused that?
I don't know, but if you spill...
I'll tell you what, though, Royal Harris has dropped back 2 spots here. Something must have happened between
him and
Marjorum, and this is giving
it up the inside. Uses him up, hang on to it.
Oh, big save.
And goes for it. Drives it back in there. 2 wide at the back. Madiki and Ryle getting into it as well.
Oh, this is brave through the flip-flop.
There's no room on the outside there. He's got to tuck back in and get behind him. That right thing to do.
Oh.
Switch back. Gets it done, just showing his experience.
Pith has been launched here in the 3rd, and the I-Seat car will go with him. All 3 Matt Stone racing cars ganging up on the Cedars Racing Team boss here.
That puts Pither first in points.
So that could be...
2 ahead of McLeod. That's all he needs to do to get the job done.
Oh, dear. We've had a big one. And Lee Nicolau with heavy damage. Cars strewn everywhere around this racetrack at the moment. There's broken parts and broken cars, but still the green flag controlling the race at the moment. No safety car yet. Keep racing. McLeod will lead us back into the front straight. There's a big gap here for the Fords to make up. Can they chase down the front 2 of McLeod and Gray?
And Madiki's looking racing now. Looking real racy up the back of Pither. That's the shot we're looking at.
Oh, there it is.
Double yellows.
Double yellows down here, so...
That's all right. At least we can keep racing.
And safety car boards, as soon as we thought so. So
all right.
There was a little bit too much down there.
So we've got to tidy up some cars, drag them out of the way.
Richard Mork waving around like a madman. Just trying to alert everyone around him that he's going to get off the gas pedal. So problems for Oakland's in the background. Whee, he's out of there in a hurry. Like he's burnt himself. Good to see that ankle's healed after that. Oh, right, that's probably why.
Yeah, there we go. We're having a bonfire down there.
Grass fire forming underneath it.
So the best thing you can do now is just stick it in gear and crank it on the starter if you can, or try and get it out of there.
He's got Lee Nicolau for help. Hopefully we're not going to go burning too much under that car. The fireys are down there, which is good.
That's probably the only disadvantage to the dry season up here, isn't it?
Yeah, well, they've tried so hard to keep this grass as green as they could to stop these fires from happening. So they want to get an extinguisher down there. Oh, how's the damage to Bazadzik's car? That's copped a huge shot. Yeah, I wonder if he and Dontis were related here, because Dontis and he were starting a row or 2 apart. I think we need some replays. Let's start it with the Just Car Insurance car. And was that Wilson to his inside?
Wilson there, he's never going to give up. Gives him one, goes with him.
He's going to hit Bazadzik. That's what's happened there.
Yeah.
He's had a big lose, and come on and grab the left rear of Bazadzik would be my best bet. It's disappointing. He had a really good weekend.
Right there.
And the other thing was Marjoram, wasn't he? Now, he was facing the wrong way.
Oh, here we
already.
go. Here we go. No, he's out of the way.
Is there any signs of damage there? Down. Oh, okay. It was contact with Harris. That's why Harris dropped back a few spots. And I'll tell you what, that was almost B-pillar.
Yeah, he was down the inside there, and plenty of room on the right-hand side if I see another replay of it, but...
Oh, from downtown.
That is big, mate.
Oh, dear, Bruce Oaklands. Giving Willie Nicolau a hell of a shot to the left rear.
Was that brake failure or something? Because it just didn't look like stopping, did it?
Brake or brain failure? One of the two.
Don't know, man. I would not like to call it brain failure unless you have a good look at it.
There we go. It looks like the lights are out in the Lexus safety car.
Yeah, for me, Roll got turned in on. That's my call.
Okay.
Roll's in a championship. He's not going to do a stupid move. He's not that sort of driver. If it's not on, he won't do it.
That's why you're here, to give us your opinion in these moments. We're expecting this race to be a time certain one, so it's just spend it while you've got it right now for Jared McLeod.
Yeah, come on,
Jeremy
Jared.
Gray, Pither with a good restart here. He's going to go with the leaders.
Pither's got a huge run here. He's going to pull out.
Oh, look at the guys behind him. Cedars goes over to block
Pither
Harris.
pulls out. He's going to go down the inside. These guys are going to bump draft each other all the way down to the turn one. Pither's already in there. McLeod's got to watch out here. Get across and cover it.
Oh.
Pither's locked up. McLeod's going to run wide here.
Surely someone's going to go to the grass.
He pulls it back in.
And it's the guys in the background that end up going wide. But I thought that'll be the front runners. They're still sorting it out. Wilson goes
Wilson's
wide.
still got the boxing gloves on.
And through we go towards turn 5. This is not over yet.
Walton just takes to the grass, does not lift, doesn't lose the position.
Great racing.
Still hanging on the outside. Will they give him room?
Harris ran Cedars out wide.
Yeah, he did. Just ran him straight out of road. He had to get on there.
Cedars gives him one back.
Yeah,
at turn
straight
6.
back into the Ducks Nuts tailgate.
Well, the boys are serving their own justice in the Utes today.
That's what we come to see. That's why people love this.
It's Jane and Hansford.
Just using each other up, leaning on him.
Jane gave him a little bit of room to work with.
Yeah, he knew. He took him right to the edge of the track and went, OK, that'll do you.
Oh, man, Pither's lurking here. There's only a minute 51 left, though.
Ray's given Pither a bump. And McLeod's streaking away.
He's got a 1 second lead. Run as fast as your Yokohamas will carry you, Jared. You've got the 2011 champion behind you. And only 90 seconds to worry about. How will they go down this time? I'll tell you what, McNally's come from downtown as well. He's up to 13.
Oh, Ray outbrakes himself.
Hang in there.
Just carries it right. Medeki's going to get in the inside of him now. Will he be kind to him?
A little bit.
Leans on him.
Fair bump.
Still leaning on him. Ray moves him out of the way. Just shoves him out of the way.
Good racing.
Medeki will look for an inside job here. Nah, covers him off. Which brings Roll back into play.
Cagey stuff from the Oaklands build.
There's got to be some action here at the hairpin, I think.
Yeah, how many more times?
Here we go. Roll goes around the outside.
Cedars now.
Medeki gives him room.
The right front to try and slow the exit
And
of
Roll
Harris.
gives him one back.
And that opens up the door for Hansford.
Hansford gets in there and he'll just run him out of road here.
This is great stuff. Kim Jane.
Kim Jane will make it 3 wide. He's going to go with him.
Oh, there's contact.
Down the inside, Kim will go. Kim's going to go for it.
Nice work, Kim Jane. Down on power, but not down on experience. And he's just foxing his way through there. Now, we'll either get 1 or 2 more in.
That's great. 2 more laps of this. Wilson goes defensive. Down the main straight.
A bit of Sunday afternoon aggro in the Utes.
So we've got white line fever. Everyone hugging the white line mid-pack.
So this will be the penultimate lap.
Good. I want to see more of this.
Look who's just suddenly popped up, Nathan Pretty. So after having a shocking weekend so far, Pretty has also managed to go
12th.
passing the entire field here.
Give him Walton the hurry up.
He's gone from 25th to 12th.
Pither's
McNally's gone from 29th up to 13th. He's passed 16 cars in what has been a shortened race. Now that is impressive. That's championship saving stuff.
So here we go with McLeod. He's just got to hit his marks. If he doesn't make a mistake, Gets some good drive off the corners. Just got to ignore that Chris is there. Chris has got his headlights on. The best thing that Jared can do is just turn the rear vision mirror the other way and drive it out the front.
He's hanging on for a podium. He'll be second for the weekend at the moment. Pither will take the top step, and Harris has done enough to climb on to third, which will be 3 podiums from 3 rounds for Ryle Harris. He'll leave with the championship lead.
But he's a bit loose coming off there, Jared. He's got to watch that. That'll kill his run down the straight.
This might give Pither a sniff. This will be the last lap. Here we go.
It's now or never for Pither. Is he close enough?
Doesn't even want it. He's got the round wind locked away anyway.
He'll want it, mate. He'll want it. He's a race driver. Of course he wants it. Jared's got him covered up.
In the background, there's more to say here with Walton, who's been a little bit...
Oh, here we go. Is he going to pull that thing up?
Oh, use the curve to get a third. Shane will get back inside.
What's Wilson going to do with this? Is he going to go with him? Yep.
Oh.
Here comes Wilson.
Good exit.
You know, he won't back down.
The Queenslander swings around the outside of Hansford. And look at this, the Ryco Utes having to defend. So he's feeling the pressure. He's responding.
It's all right. Just white line it from here, buddy. Stick that thing on that white line and make him go around the long way.
Only a handful of corners.
He gets beside you, just run him out of road, man.
6 corners down and 8 to go. Can Maverick McLeod hang on for 2 wins? The reverse grid race was a great shot for him for the final time in front of this massive crowd.
Pither's got one shot here, and it's the last turn. If he gets a run on him here, he could just slip her up the inside. He's on his bumper. Watch for it to happen.
Does he duck to the left?
Yes, he does.
He's got it.
It's a done. Will he give Jared enough room?
He's quite sporting there. He could have been a lot more cool than that.
Give him under the door, mate. Come on.
The 2 boys are going to run to the checkered flag.
Come on, Jared.
It's McLeod.
Who's got the grunt?
Pither to the right. This could be one of the closest finishes of all time.
McLeod.
Oh, Pither.
Oh.
By 16 thousandths. Are you kidding me?
You could see it was going to happen from 3 corners back. Pither just set him up. Jared tried to block it. In the meantime, he sort of mid-tracked it. Didn't choose the outside of the inside. And you just can't give a guy like Pither that sort of opportunity.
Incredible. 0.01 back here in 2007 separated Ellsgood from Johnson. It was the closest finish ever. And we've just matched it with another finish
what
of
an awesome race right throughout the field.
That was enjoyable.
Fantastic.
Here we go.
Just let the boys race. We don't need anyone else working it out.
And they're actually waving at each other. Oh, you got to love it. The Ute Series has put on an absolute all-time belter of a race.
Good job by all the boys.
Now watch the encouragement from Pither here. He could have run him clean out of road there. That was sporting.
He could have used him up, dropped him over the curb, but he didn't.
Here it is. Look at this. Get in there.
He's like, I got you, mate. I got a little bit more speed on you. I'm going to run you to the line and get the victory.
That was awesome. McLeod will hang on for 2nd for the round, his first ever podium. So that,
and the quickest hold all week.
Yeah, good point. So look at that, 16 thousandths of a second in one of the all-time classics. Pither just steals that one from him at the death, and Jeremy Gray hangs on for 3rd. And Slick Miedeke there inside the top 5 as well.
Wilson 13th after a bruising encounter.
Chris Walton outside the top 10. Mardrum disappointing back in 20th, but I tell you what, that is just one to remember, Paul.
Yeah, it's cool. It's going to happen, and that's what we come to see.
Thoroughly enjoyed by absolutely everyone. And that wraps up what was a very special Race 3 and Round 3, the East Coast Bull Bars V8 Ute Series. And that also wraps up the racing here this weekend as they head back for, no doubt, a very hard-earned beer.
Definitely.